I can't see! Where is it? Where's the origami?
Our lines are crossed. What team are you with?
Requesting salvage! Please, I don't want to die!
Forget them. They're already origami, Chow. You've got your own jobs to do, so get to them.
Hurry up and let us loose.
I am now releasing the restraints on Pennyward Age's Hound 1 and Hound 2. Alright, you dogs. Sick 'em. I'm limiting your operation area. If you try to do any moonlighting, well, you know what happens.
Yeah, we know. Shall we? We'll make it out of this.
Follow the program you were given and acclimate to the Ashlands. Once you've acclimated, return immediately. Defectors will be written off. That is all.
Something unexpected might happen. If it does, I'll use my own judgment.
Unnecessary combat may result in the loss of God Arcs. Thus, fighting is prohibited. Proceed with tests to confirm effectiveness in high ash density conditions.
Yeah. How are you doing? I think I'm all right. Are you disoriented? Look straight ahead for me. Well, you should be fine then. Let's move. Follow me.
You've got no business in that area. Move back. Another team is operating there.
Yeah, sure. The ones with their wires crossed? Keep a safe distance. Let's play it safe for now. It's funny how no matter how hairy it gets, I always have fun when you're around. If you find high ground, climb on up. It's always an advantage in a fight. Looking down on origami crawling beneath you feels pretty good too.
I'm surrounded by origami, requesting salvage.
This is Hound 1. I'm at Point Alpha. Can you break through their line?
Understood. I'll get through somehow.
You do not have permission to transmit. You want to get written up?
Hey, you can't blame me for being curious.
Idiots.
Still got some stamina? It's easy to get winded this deep in the Ashlands. Please stay still!
Hound 1, do you read me? I made it through the line.
Got you!
En route to Point Alpha.
All right, we'll clear out the origami in the area. Proceed with caution.
Hugo, I owe you for this.
You do not have permission to transmit. Don't make me tell you again. You haven't completed the acclimation program. Proceed with your assigned mission.
If we can fight this deep in the Ashlands, who gives a crap about acclimation?
You'll be disciplined for insubordination. I hope you're ready for that.
Sure, whatever you say. Now quit looking over my shoulder. Saying we're fighting in dense ash is enough of an excuse, right?
You'll regret this.
Oh no! Good. You took the initiative. You seem comfortable enough in a fight. You can fight in gun form, too. See if you can transform for me. More company. Let's go.
Oh no!
Gunform attacks expend OP. You can fight in blade form to restore your supply.
This spot looks good.
This is Hound 1. All origami eliminated.
This is Bull 1, arriving at Point Alpha soon. Thanks a ton. I thought it was a goner this time.
Don't give up so easily. Nobody's got time to wipe your nose for you here. Okay, time to head home and get in our cells.
Got you!
Don't worry, everyone made it back okay. A good result for us. We might do as the port folks want. Work ourselves to the bone, get dragged to hell and back. But that doesn't mean we're willing to give up our lives without a good fight. A place where ages can live out their lives without being controlled or pushed around by anyone. That's what we need, right?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Ouch!
The guards went to town on you this time, didn't they? Bet that hurts. You never do as you're told, huh? Bet it's hell getting teamed up with this guy.
I didn't know you were back from patrol, Zeke.
Yep, that's right. All done with my work for today. Listen, man, next time you should come out with me. Come on. I thought you were smarter than that. Having a chance to work with the Zeke Pennyworth should be enough to make you weep for joy.
Maybe you should mention how good you are.
Hugo's always so by the book. It must have been boring out there with him. Come on, I'll show you a real cool trick next time.
This isn't a sport, Zeke.
Look, I know that. You think I don't know that? Anyway, did you hear the recent news? One of the other teams was saying that a port nearby got swallowed by the ash.
That's the first I've heard of it. But it's not exactly news for ports to get engulfed by the ashlands.
Sure, it's no surprise when it's some base somewhere. But how will you feel when the ash is creeping closer and closer?
Are you talking about an ash storm?
Yeah, well, if one of those ash storms does come through, it's not like there's a whole lot we can do other than strap in and pray, right?
Yeah, that's about the size of it. Though, even then, riding one out isn't all that realistic.
time to get cracking. Let's see if the God Arc repairs worked. We can start off with your shield. A good offense is the best defense, but blocking attacks is a nice way to stay alive. To use items. They won't do you any good if you're dead. Still, there are a lot of items to choose from. Gotta use what's right for the moment, I guess. Okay, no problem so far. We still got some time, so let's do some scavenging. There's stuff flying around here and there, right? Pick it up. We need materials these days. Any spoils we pick up outside of our job don't go to the prison. They're ours to keep. If you want to stay alive, you need a stronger God Arc, which means you need materials. The port manages God Arcs, though, so you can't just do whatever you want with them. Okay, that's about it. Looks like your God Arc is ready for action. Whoa! Origami barging in, huh? Well, that suits me fine. Let's clean up this mess and go home. Owie! It feels sick! Go get it! Guess I'm doing this! Go get it! Phew! Phew! Yeah! Oh no!
We've got our work cut out for us today. Come with me. Devour form is the God Ark's most distinctive feature. We're off to do a field test of it. God Eaters can devour origami to temporarily enhance our abilities. We call the effect Burst. If you use it wisely, you can flip a dire situation on its head.
Go get it! This spot looks good. Go get it!
Hey, there's some luck. Come on, go and take a bite out of that origami.
Yes, I'm doing this!
And don't forget, you can pick up materials by devouring dead origami. You need materials to upgrade God Ark parts, and you have to supply them yourself. Okay, on to burst arts. Here's where today's real work begins. Burst arts are techniques that can only be used while you're in burst status. Only Aegis have the number of Oracle Cell bonds to perform them. Devour an origami, enter burst status, and then unleash a burst art. Keep that cycle in mind as you fight, okay? Let's do this.
Hey-ya! This spot looks good. How's that?
Yeah, nicely done. Just what I expected. Use burst arts enough, and they'll grow in power. But some people say that makes you more origami than human. Honestly, though, in most normal people's eyes, we're already monsters. Okay, that's enough for now. There are a lot of different burst arts. Practice them when you've got the time.
Got you!
Looks like everyone's gone to bed. I hope they can at least have some pleasant dreams to enjoy while they're sleeping. It gets so quiet at night. So, how's the new density level? Same here, to be honest. It's too much to absorb all at once, huh? But if there are still survivors out there, well, then it was worth fighting. It's a small thing, but I don't want to sell my soul and lose my freedom to act according to my own. I guess it seems kind of funny. We might die tomorrow and leave nothing behind. But I'll keep waiting. Someday, a path towards something new will open for us. An ash storm, huh? So, shall we get started? This time, we're testing engage effects. The power of bonds between ages. Engage. Activating engage has a couple requirements. If you're fighting origami and within a certain range, your resonance will deepen. Once your resonance is at a certain level, engage will activate. Anyway, let's try it. Engage is a resonance phenomenon that lets users share traits. In other words, we can combine strengths. From an origami's point of view, it's cheating.
This spot looks good.
Activating engage. Let's do it. Hit him hard. Power of connections. Only we ages have it. Maybe it's a divine gift. It only works when we're in combat, though, so keep that in mind. I think that's enough. We should have enough data to analyze.
This spot looks good.
Engage is a one-on-one activity. Makes sense, I guess. Trying to process everyone's characteristics at once would overload a single brain. But we can't know unless we try it either. In any case, engage is the ace up our sleeve. Don't forget we have it.
Oh, sorry. It's nothing, really. I'll be fine after I rest a little while. I'm fine now. Thanks. Hugo told me not to get up or move around too much. But I don't like just sitting around and being waited on by everyone. I just think I should do whatever I can to help. Thanks. Just don't wear yourselves out, okay?
confirm reports of increased ash density near Pennyworth. Return to base after collecting tissue samples from origami in the area.
It's really thick here. Nah, I'm fine for now. This place ain't gonna be our grave.
Let's get started. Stay sharp.
This spot looks good. Got you.
Okay, we're almost done. What's up, Zeke?
I lost the connection to the port. Maybe the relay's busted.
Not surprising in ash this thick, I guess. Take what you can and let's go home.
No good loot again? Ugh, man, there's been nothing recently.
That's the price of your behavior.
Keep it to yourself.
Well, shall we get going?
This is a caravan calling all ages.
What's that?
There's an ash dome developing in the area. It's uninhabited on Pennywood.
An open channel? Who and where is that from? We can't make out what you're saying. What in... Huh?
That's definitely an ash storm.
And it's definitely headed toward our port.
Damn it. Talk about some bad timing. There's no way we can outrun it from here.
But what about everyone at the port? What'll happen to the kids there?
Calm down. We'll manage something. We're not going to stand by and let our friends get wiped out.
This is a caravan calling all ages. I repeat, this is a caravan calling all ages. There is an ash storm developing.
Age is here. What's the status of the storm?
We read you. We'll talk later. For now, we need you to clear out the origami in our path.
Why should we do that?
I said we'll talk later. Now hurry up and do it. If it's your fee, we'll pay whatever the cost. We don't have time to negotiate. We're on our way to evacuate the port. Every second counts.
Understood. Moving out. There are aged children at the port who will need help. You have to get them out of there.
I promise you we'll get them out. Good luck out there. Caravan out.
I guess this is our chance. Come on. Everything changes. Starting now.
Whoa, that's intimidating.
Right. Don't die on me now. We're going to live to see a new future. Everyone will.
Here goes! I wonder if they'll save the kids at the port. There's only so much we can do. Stay focused. I know. Let's hurry up and get this done.
Everyone who is left behind at the port is now under our care. Ricardo's information was spot on. It seems the ages who were left behind were all left inside a room like a prison. There were a number of young kids with them there too.
It's awful. How could people have sunk so low?
There. I've sent them the rendezvous coordinates. They're planning to meet up there. But are you sure it was a good idea? Offering to pay any price if they clear the way?
Probably. They don't strike me as the kind who would trade their lives for cash.
Pardon me, but that's not much of a strategy, ma'am.
I know that. Change heading 180 degrees. Get as far away as we can, now! It's an ash storm! A pleasure to meet all of you. Welcome to our caravan. This is the Ash Crawler Chrysanthemum. I'm her owner, Hilda Enriquez. We made it in time, thank goodness.
I'm Hugo Pennywort.
Handling that origami problem wouldn't have been an easy task, even under the best of circumstances. And that means you're a talented bunch.
Would you mind filling all of us in on the situation here?
That will come in due time. You've created a real opportunity for us to work with. Won't you let me express our gratitude?
You saved our friends. That's enough for me.
Yes. However, that is only a temporary measure, as I'm sure you're well aware.
Huh?
Reassigning ages requires the permission of both the governor of the port and Gleipnir. You do know that, do you not, Hugo?
If that's the reason you can't keep us all here, don't worry about it. Being alive is what counts. But do you really have to be so formal?
Ma'am, we've completed our survey of the port that was swallowed by the ash. Despite our efforts, we have been unable to establish the whereabouts of the port's management.
I'm sure they fled. I saw ships moving away in the distance.
That would explain it. There were some ships that made unregistered departures.
Fools, leaving without notifying anyone. If the ash storm drags them in...
That's what they get for leaving kids to die.
Zeke, don't.
What? You're gonna tell me you're not pissed at him too?
Regardless, it still doesn't make me happy.
Ma'am, the ash density levels are rising again. Staying any longer would be hazardous.
You now represent your port, Hugo. Under Ashland navigation law, I place you under my protection and transfer you to our port.
Understood. Our services are yours during the voyage. In exchange, though, we don't want your everyday drudgery tasks.
You've got a spine. Very well. You can be our front runners and keep our route free from interference.
That's fine by us. Once we're out there, you'll see we're not your run-of-the-mill ages. How a caravan route works? We use areas of low density as reference points, and then just travel along the connected dots?
You've got it down.
Just repeating what I learned from the database.
There was an old but reliable route through here previously. The beacons, however, have all gone dead.
Knocked out by that ash storm. This crawler has a pretty small crew for its size, doesn't it?
I can't afford to hire very many people. Resources and bias factor supplies aren't what they used to be.
I see. So you decided to bring us on to do a little work for you.
Right, and I can assure you you'll be compensated.
Yeah, well, a weekly allowance isn't going to cut it.
If we can reestablish the old route, we'll be able to claim Pioneer royalties. A cut of those royalties will go to you. Does that sound fair?
We're the ones who will be out there risking our necks, so I'd say 70% should go to us.
30% for us? The rewards are split amongst the entire crew. That's outrageously unfair.
Well, what do you think? Let's see. 50%. I can't take any less. I know you've got some serious cargo. You're sure to rake in a hefty profit from that, Hilda.
Fine, fine. Half of the royalties. We have a deal. You're free to roam the crawler, though some locations may be restricted. We do have our secrets.
Compared to ourselves, it's paradise.
Glad to have you all aboard. I'm looking forward to continuing our work together.
One, two, three, Eminem on me. Pull up with a V. I don't wanna be. I don't want your cheese. I want sweeter G's. Eminem on me. Eminem on me. One, two, three, Eminem on me. Pull up with a V.